First up, neons.
Who doesn't love a neon, right? I love a neon.
I
Don't
love
you love
a
a neon?
I love a neon.
I love a neon.
I need to be tan for
I
a
know.
neon, but you don't have those problems.
I love 80s. I love neons. It brings such an energy, and obviously it's attention grabbing. But for example, like Jason Wu, he infused neons to such a traditional and elegant silhouettes, and much more something that would be more traditional normally. But in this case, it looks so modern. I mean, a lot of transparencies, a lot of the trends that I'm not talking about here, I will mention because there were trends that are carrying over from past season. In the case of transparencies being one of them, we saw a lot of transparencies, but they were updated with neon colors. And again, you go from like the little details of the flowers or even the stitches or like sleeves to the full-on neon. So you can definitely choose whatever works for you.
Yeah, totally.
Florals for spring, groundbreaking, right? But I think that when we get into the universe of florals, you need to talk about like retro florals, 60s florals, 70s florals. I think that Michael Kors was excellent in doing that. He takes always that Americana dream, that lifestyle, but in his case, it was more like the 70s florals in terms like oversized prints and like very poppy colors. It was good.
Yeah.
Michael Kors was a very good show. When you look up close, you don't see it, but if you're like me, that have total access. Sorry.
You're such a bragger.
I am, but I love it. These people need to wake up. Anyway, so I go backstage and I'm there the first ones. Women's Wear Daily is always the first ones to be there, trust me. So we're there with the designer and he shows you the clothes after the show and it's incredible because you get to understand and see what goes behind it. Proenza Schuler, they always surprise and they always go above expectations, but this time did an incredible show. They went to Paris to the ateliers to understand how to create unique couture-like clothing. So when you look really up close, you don't see it here, all these stripes are not just a simple knit, it's a weave that is done in different colors. It's all handmade and it's beautiful, but it creates again the street young element. The graphic stripe is very, basically it feels Bauhaus to me a little bit, but it gives you that artistic element that it's great. And also you work with different types of stripes from the skirt to the top and it really works. It's kind of interesting when you have a European designer. Stuart Beavers is the British designer, the design's coach. I don't know if you guys know this. But the thing is that he does it in a way that it's what he thinks American like, and it's a very different perspective. It's a much more refined and minimalistic Western way of doing it, and I think that's a good look. For example, you know it's Western, you see the contrast stitching, you see the chunky boot and the belt, but it's doable, you know?
Yeah, so much evolution in that brand from a design perspective.
You got it. Yeah, Coach
it's really
is
been
totally
crazy.
happening.
It's very interesting to watch. Christian Siriano.
Right. Again, it's the only one that basically made it on the big game from that reality TV show.
Yes.
But he's really good. I mean, he understands the woman's body shape and understands how people want to dress. I think his play with ruffles really helps you understand woman's anatomy and what looks good in a woman. In this case, he plays with the shoulder. We'll talk about the deconstruction a little bit later. The sleeve trick is really nice, but a frontal ruffle is always so flattering, I think. It's also very good for boomerang.
Oh yeah, I actually just talked about that in my last workshop.
Right, you need to think of what
Movement.
works for boomerang.
Yeah, you got to think about what works for social. You got to get those live moments looking flowy.
I can't take it.
Where's your ruffle? I need
Where
to
is my
boomerang you after
boomerang?
this. Yeah, yeah.
Rag and Bone, I don't know if you see that insane amount of cargo pockets in the front. They are obviously not only utilitarian, they're an embellishment. But again, I think there's so many, this is crazy, but we have so many things to carry that it's an utter necessity as well. It's practicality, basically.
Definitely.
You know? But again, it's kind of cool. It gives you that edge. You put it with high heels and you just remember Jennifer Lopez in Waiting for Tonight, you know?
Forever.
Del Pozo is amazing. You guys know Del Pozo, the brand? Josep Font is the designer. He's amazing. I'm from Barcelona. He's from Barcelona. It's nothing to do with anything, but he's an amazing designer. And his understanding of couture is, as you can see, insane. Look at the sleeves.
Very architectural.
It's like a building.
Yeah.
They are like, it's great. I love it.
I love
It's
that
so
look.
well thought out, and the whole show was all about the sleeve. It was really great.
Cool.
But again, I think that the sleeve plays one of the strengths that will stay here for a little bit longer, and you can go and find those things everywhere.
Right.
Because it's going to translate into bomber jackets, it's going to translate into dress shirts, it's going to translate into like crop tops, it's going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
This big sleeve, it's kind of, I mean, it's already out there, but you can find it anywhere.
Cool.